So bicep stretching, okay? We want to focus on stretching, okay? Not so much flexing. Now I'm always for striking a front double bicep, back classic, right? Okay, but I want to talk about this in relation to your performance and possibly injury. A very common position we see when it comes to posture is rounded shoulders. Okay, now the main factors that contribute to this are pecs, anterior deltoid, traps, upper traps, okay, and weakness in the mid lower trap and rhomboid. That's the pretty, basic what you look for in that. However, our biceps can contribute to that rounded posture, okay? So I want you to do this. If I take my hands and I stand like this, okay, see how my hands are turned in, right? This pronation, hold on. This pronated position, okay? What I want to do, I want to be able to supinate effectively. Now what this does is it opens up my posture. You notice it opens me up, okay? So just like this, if I stand like this, let's over exaggerate it, right? I'm really turned in. If I turn out, it's gonna naturally help fix that posture a little bit to where I can optimally contract my shoulder blades. Elliot Hulse talks about this. He does what's called the corrective deadlift, where he actually has people deadlift with this externally open, right? That supinated position. Now, the ability to supinate also is going to affect the importance of your bicep curl, that ability to turn out. So I want to talk about a few stretches we can do to correct this, because it can also help your front rack position in a front squat or a power clean. It can also make your pull-ups more effective, and as I've said before, your bench press and even your shoulder press. If I am too anteriorly rotated, my shoulder's going to get hurt, okay? I have a shoulder impingement right now, and a big thing that I'm working on is contracting the muscles that are responsible for bringing the scapula back and really controlling that scapula. But also, I want to make sure I'm loose enough in the bicep, anterior deltoid, right? Those muscles that pull that arm in that inward rotation, right? If my palm is turned in, it's so much easier for me to round forward. Whereas if I'm externally rotated, it's awkward. I have to hike my shoulder. So here, I'm open. Okay, so let me show you those stretches, okay? How long do we want to hold the stretch? Hold it for 30 seconds to even 2 minutes. All right, if I'm in the rack here, there are 3 variations I want to go through. Just like any other muscle, there are a few ways we can stretch the bicep and even the flexors of the forearm. And I want to go over these 3 variations because it's important to work a muscle throughout all areas and not just one. So the first one, I want you to take your middle finger and I want you to place it right in the center of a beam or even a wall. From here, I then want to drive my palm to that point. However, notice how my shoulder is not shrugged. I'm not like this, right? My shoulder stays down, the scapula stays retracted. So I want to keep up in this position. I'm not overly rotating either way, okay? So again, 30 seconds to 120 seconds depending, and I'm going to feel that. And then if I take my head and look this way, I'm actually going to open up that chest and even get more out of thoracic extension. That's the first one. The second one, I want to take my hand like this, and I like to do about mid-knuckle, and then I'll push my palm forward, and again, that same thing applies. Chest is out. I want to rotate my torso and look this way. And I'm going to get a nice stretch. You might even feel it all the way up in the deltoid, okay? That's okay, right? Because the bicep tendons come all the way up to here, okay? And then finally, the last one, I want to be like a flipper. Put the middle knuckle right in place, and I want to allow that wrist to turn this way and straighten the arm out. I'm not flexing my tricep, but I am stretching out that arm completely forward. And again, keeping the shoulder down and then rotating. I never want to see this, just here. And then I rotate and look this way and get a full benefit of that stretch. So give those a shot. That will help your curl. It's gonna help your ability to supinate and really open up and extend that arm. It's gonna help your front rack position, and it's gonna make a lot more upper body exercises more beneficial. So until next time, we'll talk to you then.